Hello, you're watching Proactive London. I'm joined by Lisata Therapeutics Chief Medical Officer, Kristen Buck. Kristen, it's great to speak with you. You've announced encouraging preclinical results for your drug candidate, that's certepetide, and that's an intrahepatic cholangiocarcinoma. Can you tell us more about the study and what the results reveal?
Yeah, thank you. This is a very important study. It's a preclinical study in a mouse model with orthotopically implanted cholangiocarcinoma, also known as bile duct cancer. And what the study did was it took the implanted cholangiocarcinoma in mice, separated it into 4 treatment groups. There was a control group, there was a group that got only certepetide, an additional group that got gemcitabine, cisplatin, and anti-PD-1, which is an immunotherapy, and the 4th group got certepetide, gemcitabine, cisplatin, and anti-PD-1. And what they did was image them sequentially, longitudinally, to see how well the certepetide assisted the effect of the chemotherapy and immunotherapy. And what it ultimately demonstrated was combining certepetide with standard of care chemotherapy and immunotherapy prolonged the mice survival. It reduced some of their metastases to their lungs, and it reduced some of their comorbidities like ascites in their abdomen.
So with cholangiocarcinoma, very difficult to treat, is certepetide then a good candidate to help treat certain cancer patients?
Certepetide is specifically targeting 2 receptors. Those receptors are upregulated on solid tumors. Cholangiocarcinoma is one of the tumors that has both receptors upregulated. Also, cholangiocarcinoma has a dense fibrotic stromal barrier, which basically inhibits chemotherapy and immunotherapy from getting in the tumor. Certepetide is poised to work well in cholangiocarcinoma because not only does it bind the 2 receptors that are upregulated, but it allows the stroma to become a conduit for these chemotherapies instead of a barrier. Previous methods meant blunt force, giving more and more chemotherapy or more and more immunotherapy. That just led to off-target side effects. But using certepetide truly enhances the ability to get drugs into this very difficult to treat tumor.
So, Kristen, these results were presented at the Cholangiocarcinoma Foundation annual conference. What do you do next with the results? What's the next steps?
Yes, we're excited about these results because we actually have a phase 2A study called our BOLSTER trial, which is evaluating in the species of choice, humans, cholangiocarcinoma, first-line cholangiocarcinoma, and that study is evaluating certepetide on the standard of care backbone of gemcitabine, cisplatin, and durvalumab, versus a control arm of just gemcitabine, cisplatin, and durvalumab. The BOLSTER study has a second cohort. We added the second cohort because we had such investigator enthusiasm. Obviously, they're blinded investigators, but they were begging us to continue the evaluation of certepetide in second-line cholangiocarcinoma. So once patients have progressed on gemcitabine, cisplatin, and durvalumab, typically, we've included a second arm that it is certepetide in combination with FOLFOX versus a FOLFOX standard of care control arm. So these preclinical results really corroborate what we hope to show in humans. They enhance our understanding of its mechanism of action, and that is selective and specific tumor targeting and penetration of chemotherapies. But more importantly, we believe that using our drug in combination with immunotherapy will really demonstrate a significant benefit. And why is that? Because certepetide not only targets and penetrates tumors, but it also modifies that really hostile tumor microenvironment. The tumor microenvironment evades our immune system. And what certepetide does is it decreases the T regulatory cells and increases the cytotoxic T cells, which help kill cancer. And we believe that these preclinical data in combination with our phase 2A, will really corroborate the effect that certepetide enhances both chemotherapy and immunotherapy and results in better survival.
Well, Kristen, I hope you'll keep us updated on any additional progress. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you very much for having me. Be well.
You're very welcome. Kristen Buck, Lisata Therapeutics Chief Medical Officer.